Yeah, it's Mr. Monkey. Yesterday, on the Monkey Report, that's what I'm gonna call it. Yeah, the Monkey Report. When I talk about some shit that just happened, it's on the Monkey Report. But now, what happened? It was some kind of summer camp school or something, and that's when the guy came in, reportedly, allegedly. See, we gotta remember, we need to use that word as well. Allegedly, this is what happened. He shot at the classroom, and they said that allegedly he fired on police, allegedly, and they returned fire, allegedly. That's the word they like to use in the media all the time when it comes to a particular race of people. Allegedly. So I'm going to say allegedly this is what happened. But look, we all need to remember, you can't believe everything that's reported on the news. That's just it. I don't care what the situation is. Do your own investigation if you feel that strongly about it to want to know the whole truth. See, it's the truth and the media's truth, and what he say, they say, somewhere in the middle of both sides is the truth, and we'll never know the truth about a lot of shit that's going on in this country. And a white guy, if you look at my post from yesterday about this situation, said, well, they shot and killed a white guy last month, and it's not just black people. I realize that it's not just black people, but typically speaking, most unarmed killings of civilians are African American people, and you can't deny that. And I'm not taking away from some whites being shot by police as well. That's why we need to band together against these assault rifles. It's just not good for white, black, Puerto Rican. I don't care what your race is. It's bigger than race what's going on in this country right now with all these mass shootings. And we all need to come together to ban assault rifles. Let's leave race out of that whole equation. And we need tougher penalties if you found guilty of murdering a large number of people, and your whole purpose was to go do that, and they catch you with the gun and on video. Why waste taxpayers' dollars having their day in court? We've seen it. Enough is enough. That's just a waste of money. They say, well, that's due process in this country. Sometimes you got to use common sense, and just all evidence is there. We just need to make the penalty, like in certain countries, let's say, for example, if you caught stealing, they cut your hand off. I ain't lying about that. They will cut your motherfucking hands off if you caught stealing. And guess what? People in that country don't do a lot of stealing. Or the ones that steal just look and see if they missing a hand. You know what happened. So we need harsher penalties for mass murderers that's caught red-handed. Death penalty. Firing squad. I don't give a fuck. You done killed up 9, 10 people, and your sole purpose was to do that, and you've been plotting it. Then they want to say mental health was a key factor. He was not in his right state of mind, but I have to disagree. It takes a certain amount of planning to pull off these things. You just don't get up and go do it. They plan these things. That guy came from another state or city all the way to that supermarket to kill black people. Yeah, so he was smart enough to carry it out. Then all that mental shit should be thrown right out the fucking door. Fuck that shit. That's an excuse that this country is using too much in certain situations. This the monkey talking. I ain't lying. Watch this clip too from 2 days ago at the camp, day camp. about what was reportedly, allegedly what happened. Watch it. The monkey. I ain't lying. This shit is crazy out here. I need to run for office, I think. I'll put a stop to all that bullshit.
Headline developing late today, an armed gunman at a summer camp just outside Dallas. A gunman firing into a classroom with children inside and then moving to the gym. There were children there too. Police responding within 2 minutes, shooting and killing the gunman. Let's get right to ABC's Kaylee Hartung tonight. Kaylee, what do we know so far?
Well, David, there were about 150 kids attending this summer camp at this field house when a gunman walked through the main lobby with a handgun. He encountered a staffer, and when some counselors heard gunshots, they called police and they began moving some of the children into a safe area and locking the doors. The gunman headed towards some of those classrooms, but he couldn't get in. He fired off a shot into one of those classrooms, but no one was injured. He then moved into the gymnasium where more children were, but that's when police arrived. There was an exchange of gunfire. The gunman was hit. He was taken to the hospital and died from his injuries there, but the police chief there stressing his officers did what they were trained to do, which is go in and stop the threat. David.
We're going to turn